Alright, this is latest 247, so still on the matter of the protest. So what we are hearing now is that Borno State has declared 24-hour curfew. 24 hours curfew, that no one should move, no one should protest, no one should move around because of the explosive that was released yesterday. I think yesterday they said there was an explosion and a lot of people died. Some people said it was 19, but the police is saying it's about 16 people that died. So that has prompted the security agents, the police, to declare curfew, or the government to declare curfew rather, so as to prevent a further case of explosion. Meanwhile, they can also go ahead and continue to investigate. So maybe by tomorrow, Borno State will pick up. But of course, there are some areas already that protest has been happening. But I mean, the main city is being protected. However, other areas are getting higher and higher. In the case of Lagos people are beginning to move to Ojota, to certain areas where the government said, okay, they should go and protest. So people are moving from Ikeja, towards Ojota and the rest of other places. But these are those somewhere around Ikeja. What about those other places? Of course, those people will also protest in their own regions. And other places also, we have gotten report from Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, Kano, Kaduna, all those places, they are getting hotter and worser and worser and worser. And like we have noted, the more this thing progresses, the more it gets out of point. Even to a point whereby now, a very dark man, who is one of, a known artist, renowned activist, that was actually championing the protest as well, say, okay, this protest must happen, it has to happen. Now he's beginning to change his mouth. He's becoming afraid because he said what he's seeing now is beyond his expectation. But of course, I'm surprised that you say he didn't know that this can go haywire. That would actually surprise me if he says that, because if you looked at the NSAS protest, you will know that this can go haywire at any point in time. Once it starts, it's going to be a menace. You can't be able to control it easily. So what's happening in Abuja now, people are moving in droves. The way people are moving now is scary. So he made a video and said he's even scared, and he's advising the president, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to declare state of emergency. Now I think maybe the government hasn't thought of that, but now that he has said it, it is possible that the government will declare state of emergency. I mean, that would be a quick measure that they can use to clamp down on everybody. So he's even suggesting that the government should declare state of emergency and then have a security meeting and then reduce the fuel price and things like that. But the government is slow to act because a lot of bureaucracies and a lot of things that they are trying to protect. So they will not really act easily. But let's see, if the government acts easily, then fine. Because what it's going to take to actually bring peace right now is not about pushing the police, pushing the army and all the security agents to come out and arrest and harass and shoot tear gas and kill. In fact, I heard of a case whereby in Niger State, some people have been killed in Niger State. But maybe I'll discuss that at length later. So let's finish up this one now. Let's talk about the one of Abuja. Let's continue with the one of Abuja. So in Abuja, people are moving towards the stadium. People are moving from Asokoro people are just moving from different area to different areas. And based on what Very Dark Man has explained, the area in which these people are moving towards now is scary because that area is going to get to where they have the elites in the Abuja, where you have the big guys, the ministers and the rest of them, where the big guys are living in Abuja. That is the area where these protesters are going towards. And if they get to that place, you know what is going to happen? Everyone believes that the rich man is the one actually holding them down. So they are going to destroy things, the banks and everything they're going to destroy. So what you are seeing now is a case of a guy that was supposed to be against the protest. The guys that are saying no to protest, but what they have in their poster is different from what they are saying. So that goes to show is that these guys are just paid to hold up the posters. But they themselves, they are saying what is in their mind, which is the fact that they want to protest, that the government and the country is very hard. Things are not working away for them. But the posters they've been given is really something different, which is no protest, which is they're supposed to be protesting against the protest, but they're also protesting. So this is very fun to show you the ignorance of people. All they know is just give them the money. They don't care what the posters you give them. Just give them the money and they'll hold up a poster for you. And it's crazy. Now, this is in Yobe. You can see what is happening in Yobe. And like I said, the north will be the hardest area to control because you have kids, you have women, pregnant women, everybody in the street. So it will be difficult for you to use force on them. Any little force you use, before you know someone is dead or someone is seriously injured. Look at what you are seeing now is in Yobe State, and it's getting worse and worse. Now, this is the case of Abuja, the Asokoro area. You can see the way they are moving. Tell me how the police can actually prevent these people now. The police can only continue to shoot tear gas and threaten and threaten. How many people do you want to kill? How many bullets do you have in your gun that you can kill everybody? It's not possible. And you can see people beginning to diverse, moving towards different areas. And when this is happening now, any building that is on their path, any place that looks like it is a rich neighborhood, anybody that looks like it's an elite, they are going to attack that person. They are going to attack that house. They are going to loot. They are going to steal. They are going to break, destroy anything they see on their path that looks like it is money. Anything that looks like it's an elite residence or elite car or anything, they are going to loot. You can see the police doing its best with tear gas and the rest of that. Now, this is Port Harcourt. You can see Port Harcourt still seems to be controlled for now. It still seems to be controlled, and we hope that it continues to be controlled. You know, people move because when Port Harcourt wants to get crazy, you know, a lot of strong guys are in Port Harcourt. So if Port Harcourt wants to get crazy, it's going to be mad. But for right now, Port Harcourt seems to be a little bit controlled and not really out of hand. But we are watching it closely, and we'll let you guys know what happens. But hopefully, it doesn't get out of hand. However, some people have also been calling out some other states that the protests have not been happening like the southeast. A lot of like the southeast areas, everywhere is just calm. You know, so people there's a particular former senator, this senator from Kaduna, was saying something about the east is calm and then the north and the southwest everywhere is being destroyed. I'll be like, okay, the east is calm for a reason because of the sit at home. The sit at home has been happening for years and everyone is aware of it, and you didn't do as much as possible to control it, to stop it, and everything. And now it has come to protest, and the eastern people are not involved in the protest because they have to observe the sit at home, and then someone is about to start criticizing them. Will they want to come out and get killed? No, of course. So that is what is happening. That is the latest, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated. So this is the number 4. Watch out the other one. Check out for number 1, number 2, and number 3 to follow up on the protest. Thank you.
How go take survive for this Nigeria? Hey, work no day, money no day, everything is hard. See common garri now, 1 cup of garri now is 200 naira. See, I bet make na help us for this Nigeria. Yeah. We just did it.
Mama, I know the video me see the video. See, give me 200 naira.
Baba, to you do I bet help us. Jagaba, help us make everything. Especially fuel.
As the level we have on life,
Fuel, our fuel took us. To go work now, na wahala. If you go work now to pay money, na wahala. We get angry. I bet make na help us.
like